Scott. Come on, son. Brother. I'm your brother. You my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm just saying. Is that Prince or King? Come here, Prince. What's today's mathematics?
Yo, no disrespect, but we ain't in all of that, son.
Build, destroy. To build is to elevate the mentalities of self and those around self. To add positive energy to every nation. To build, you must first start from the root, which is the knowledge foundation, and add on to the highest peak. To destroy, to eliminate and destroy any and all negativity that enters my cipher of supreme harmony.
Peace, God.
Peace, God.
Brother, you my...
Okay. So that right there, that was the RZA played in the Wu-Tang Saga. He was getting questioned by the 5%ers. 5%ers, they study more science whole time. They don't even, a lot of them know, like the higher ups and that study that the 5%ers, they know that they linked up with more science. The science that I'm speaking about is the science right here. The science that I'm speaking about is the science right here. Where you study the self, where you study law, where you looking at I, self, law, and master. All this right here is more science. So when you're looking at what he talking about right here, you looking at this right here, you looking at this right here, Allah, arm, leg, arm, head. All this is related. See, so what they don't tell these people that's in the 5%ers, the Nation of Islam, they don't let them know that that's all divinely connected to this. This is the Al-Moroccan Empire. So when somebody asks the 5%ers, what's their nationality, they're not told that everything about their nationality is the knowledge of Islam. I, self, law, and master. What is Islam? What does this mean? You ask the average person outside, they think that when they say Islam, they talking about the faith, like a Muslim or something like that. That's what the average person, they think that when they say, well, I study Islam, they thinking that it's that. But in reality, it's two sides. It's two sides to Islam. This is where a lot of confusion is getting built and destroyed at right now with the divine and national Moorish movement. This is what Noble Drew Ali brought back. Check it out. So when you say I, self, law, and master, you're talking about Islam, but you speaking about the science of the universe. Okay. This is where the workshop of the mind comes in at, where you have the crescent moon and the star symbolizing the woman and the seed, the star seed coming out of the Moorish woman. If I flip this image around, it should come to fruition inside your head. This is the Moorish woman's belly when she's pregnant, 9 months. This comes out of her without the sound of a hammer being built. That's the star seed. You understand? So these are the tools for the workshop of the mind. Then you have self. All right. So this is connected right here. So when you see this, look, when you looking at the people that say they 5%ers, Nation of Islam, etc., they're actually studying this, but they're only getting pieces of it. See, when you study under the divine and national movement brought to us by Noble Drew Ali, he brought this science back to us. This science is older than Noble Drew Ali. He is the avatar who brought this back to us. He didn't create this. That's another misconception. They think that when they hear the name Noble Drew Ali, they think that Noble Drew Ali is the one who created this. He's not the creator of this. He is the return. He is the avatar that Allah deemed as a prophet to bring this back to the Moorish Americans in the Americas the most because the people in North America think that they're Negro, black, and colored, or Ethiopian, or Pan-African, or African American, or a person of color. Those are all slave brands. You understand? So when you say law, you using the G7. The 7 is the G in the alphabet. The 7 is a representation of the perfect man and the perfect woman. See, this is mathematics. So when they say, what's today's mathematics? This is what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about. This is law, land, air, and water. All this is interconnected. See, these are the keys that our people need right now. So when you say, what does M mean? Like out here in Chicago, right? We got BDs and we got GDs. We got people that run under the 5 and they run under the 6. And as you see, if we talking about if you under the 5 or you under the 6, GD or BD, Vice Lord, Latin King, the 5 or the 6, you still dealing with Islam. This is Islamism. So M, the 6, you still dealing with the G7. You dealing with the North and you dealing with the South. See that? So you dealing with the higher self, you're dealing with the lower self, which is shown here with the pyramid going up and the pyramid going down. Higher self, lower self. All right. The principle of polarity, the principle of correspondence. You want some more information on that? You could pick up this book right here, The Kabbalion. Go deep into that. All right. So when you say master, you're dealing with the master seal. You're dealing with the 4 seasons. Right now, we in the fall. We just left the summer. Then we're going to come around to the spring. And then we're going to go into the winter. That's how it's happening. All right. Fall, summer, spring, winter. This is how it's happening. This is all Moorish science. It's contemporarily known as Moorish science, but this is the science of the universe. But there's a lot of traders that's out here. They're not going to tell you this information. This is why you have to study for self. So you can trust yourself. It's not about trusting somebody else because it's a frequent. Truth is a frequency. It's a vibration. It's an energy. When somebody's speaking the truth, it's harmonic with you because you on the same wave as that other person that's speaking or moving around, because these are the 5 universal symbols of Islam, the 12 signs of the zodiac, the science of the Moorish nation of the order of Islam. North Gate, North America, founders of civilization. And we could go further into what these mean right here. But I'm just giving you an illustration on the 5 percenters. You see right here.
Brother, you know what I'm saying?
Walk this way.
Is that Prince or King? Come here, Prince. What's today's mathematics?
Yo, no disrespect.
All right. So when he's saying what's today's mathematics, this is what he's talking about. What they talking about right here is this right here. They still dealing with the 7. But see, when you dealing with the principles, you dealing with not only the 7, you dealing with the 5. You also dealing with the 6. You're dealing with geometry, Islam. So when you're dealing with the 7, you're also dealing with the catechus. You know, you're also dealing with what's known in science as Kundalini energy. All right. This is what hospitals be having on the side of the ambulance. When you see this on the side of an ambulance, this is what you're dealing with. So you still dealing with the 7. You feel me? So you dealing with the 7. You dealing with the 7. You dealing with the 5, the 6, the 7. You dealing with all these together. This is why it's called universal law, because all of this stuff is connected. So when you saying you dealing with the 7, you still dealing with something like the 7 colors. Did you know that white and black are not part of the color spectrum? They're not part of the color spectrum. White and black are not part of the 7 color spectrum. It's not a part of that. Neither one of them, white or black. The 7 color spectrum is this right here. These are the 7 colors in the spectrum. White and black ain't in there. So when you say this right here, the crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra. When you combine all of these colors up, it's no different if we had like a rainbow. Like the light that beams out of the rainbow, you're not going to see the color black up in there. Because again, it's not part of the 7 colors of the spectrum. Then you say, well, what is white then? White is what all these colors turn into. These are light beams. They're not Crayola colors. They're not painted. These are reflections of light. All right. This is still dealing. If you're talking about the 5 percenters, you still dealing with this. All right. Stay with me. You're not getting out of the more science, though. You understand? And it's on this right here. If you're looking at this and they be like, well, that's cool and all, but where's the Moorish nation at? Why the Moors ain't got nothing? Because it's too much infighting. Because it's too much separation. And when they tell you the Moors ain't got nothing, like I put a post up the other day, I said, if we really was all Indians, I said, well then why on here is there a pyramid? Why ain't an Indian teepee on here? See, it's time to start using logic and critical thinking. Pull yourself away from the emotions. Think clear. When you start thinking clear, you can see information clear. If you just dealing with your emotions, you're not going to be able to see past your anger. You're not going to see past your emotionalism because you're not thinking clear. You're thinking with your beliefs and what you've been told. That's what a lot of people are confused with. They keep trying to dive up in this thing with like a self-righteousness or what they've been told or what they heard. That's a lot of the problem for the cognitive dissonance. This is why people be like, man, I just can't connect with it. No, you're not connecting with it because you coming into it with a self-righteous attitude. You coming into this like, well, I know about the Moors because they told me. Who told you? Did you ask them? Did you ask them, have they ever read the national mission statement written by the prophet Noble Drew Ali? Have they ever read that? Have they ever read? Have the person that told you anything, just ask them from now on. Hit them with a question. Just ask them, hey, have you ever read the national mission statement prepared by Prophet Noble Drew Ali? Ask them that. If they can't answer that question, that's somebody you don't need to listen to no more. You ask them, have you ever read the divine warning that was written by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali? If they can't answer those 2 questions, you don't need to talk to them no more. Because they're going to send you off because they're going to tell you something that they think or they believe and not what they know. If they don't own a Holy Quran, Moorish Science Temple of America, if they don't have this and they can't break this down to you, that's somebody you might not want to listen to no more. You might want to buy these books yourself. Then you could trust yourself because why would you want to send yourself off? You feel me? You don't want to send yourself off. So you study it yourself. So you can show that you're approved, that you proven. You feel me? A lot of these people that be out here talking, they don't even have this book. Let alone a book like this, or let alone they can even quote nothing from the Prophet Noble Drew Ali from the national mission statement, divinely prepared for the Moors. They can't even quote nothing from the divine warning. They can't quote nothing, but they got a whole lot of stuff that they tell you they believe in. Did they tell you this? That this right here from ab antiquo, this means ancient. So these people that be out here just parroting and regurgitating information, you got to start asking these people real live questions like this right here. The reason why this right here is on here is because they have to show you. Y'all done heard this before where they be like, well, the people that's in charge, they got to show you what they doing to you because the karma ain't going to get to them if they show you what they doing to you. So this is an illustration of what they showing. They showing you what they doing. The they is the dark force. There's only a positive force and there's a dark force. That's it. That's all. All the good and bad and it's really how you look at something. Something is either positive or it's negative. Point blank period. So they're showing the Moors what they're doing. The they that I'm speaking about is the dark force. That's their name. That's their entity. Because people will be like, well, it's the Illuminati. No. You got to know who you got to when you say the Illuminati, the Illuminati has two sides. Peace and love to all the Moors, all the Muslims, all the Asiatics. The Illuminati got two sides to it. So when they say stuff like the Illuminati, which one you talking about? Because there's a positive side to the Illuminati and there's a negative side. Remember, everything is duality, polarity, correspondence, above and below, in, without. All right. So when you say the positive Illuminati, that means the enlightened ones. Those are the ones who choose to use their knowledge for the positive. Then you have the dark side. Those are the ones who are enlightened, but they choose to use their enlightenment for dark purposes, dark intent. So you have positive intent and you have dark intent. The ones who choose to use it for the positive, those will be the light ones. It's not about skin complexion. That skin complexion game that got people minds sucked into a box. You in a box. You got to get out of the color box. The color box got you by the brain, fam. You got to get out of the color box. The crayons and people are black and white. You in a box, fam. You got to get out of the crayon box. That is a social engineered construct to keep people mentally in what you call a dogmatic way of thinking and what you call Maya. Maya is the worst kind of slavery. Maya is a slavery that's so sadistic that you don't even know you enslaved. You don't know that you're enslaving yourself. You participating in mental slavery. You're a prisoner of your own mind. But the Maya is so insidious that it makes you feel that it's not really that bad. It's bad, but it's not really that bad. Like you can kind of like move and navigate kind of like a chicken that's in a cage that's waiting to get slaughtered, or a cow that's in a free range bin that don't know that it's about to get slaughtered, but they can eat as much as they want. They can move where they want to move. They don't realize they a little bit down the line from the chopping block. That's called Maya. Mental slavery. And that is what the dark force has put upon the planet for a couple centuries now. They done put on the planet Maya, mental slavery, to condition humanity to fight each other for selfish gains, to slaughter their own, for selfish reasons and purposes, just to get above a little bit. But they don't realize when they make these deals with these vampires and the dark force, you let me know. Have you ever seen a vampire movie where the person that sold out and joined up with the dark force, the vampires, have they ever successfully got up out of there? Or did they always get 86'd out? Have you ever seen anybody in a movie or anything, when they joined up with the dark forces, have they ever had a story where they made it out? They never make it out. You never make it out, G. That's the trick. They get you just like you seen John Wick before. John Wick, you remember that scene? What happened in John Wick? When the dude, the Moor that was in the movie, the last John Wick I'm talking about. Remember when the Asian dude The Asian dude, he was being played by Donnie Yen. On the last John Wick, remember? He told him, he's like, the Moor dude was like, man, he trying to work for him. They met up in a horse stable. And the dude told him, dude asked him, like, what's your name? He was like, Nobody. Remember? And everybody started calling him Mr. Nobody, right? The Moor dude I'm talking about. Remember? He said, he was talking to him about how much bread he wanted. Woo, woo. Remember, he put his hand on the table? He grabbed his hand, he put it on the table. He stabbed it with a knife and he left it there. Remember? And he told him, like, man, I'm going to give you a choice. Remember, right? I'm talking about the last John Wick now. He stabbed him in the hand. He left the knife there. And he told him what? I'm going to give you a choice. He said, you could pull the knife out. You could pull the knife out. Or you could show me how much you dedicated. Remember that? So the dude ended up pulling his hand slowly out where the blade was at. Remember that? He made a choice in blood. You get in with blood, you get out with blood. There's no, you just gonna just say, oh, I'm done. I made a contract with y'all. And then remember, when he shook his hand, the dude, he shook his hand with the left hand. Y'all. Remember that scene, right? They was in the horse stable. Shook his hand bloody with the left hand. That was the seal for the contract, G. You understand? That was the seal. So whole time, look. Look at this right here. Look at this. Let me show y'all something. Look at this. So when they say, well, what's the purpose of saying that I'm a Moor and not saying that I'm a black person? The purpose is, for one, it's your birthright. It's your birthright to say who you are. This is what these so-called indigenous people, this is what they never put out to y'all. Look, I'm going to show you right now. They never tell y'all that in order to activate the United Nations Declaration on Rights of Indigenous Peoples, Article 6 says every indigenous individual has the right to a nationality. Ding, 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 ding. This is what they never tell y'all. They just tell y'all, yeah, you could just say that you're indigenous. That's all you got to do. No, sir. They sending y'all off. The people that's telling you, it don't matter what you call yourself. You could just say that you're a human or you're indigenous. They cap. In order to activate the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, you have to declare a nationality. Point blank, period. Without declaring a nationality, you dead out here. You literally and figuratively are dead. You're castrated. And if you say, well, that's just your opinion. Is it my opinion? Is it my opinion when it says Article 3, indigenous peoples have the right to self-determination? What you think that means? You have the right to self-determine who you are. But another thing is, this is what happens with these people that just be out here just yapping and they'll never show y'all no receipts off. We're gonna destroy that right now. We're gonna build and destroy that right now. So when you say the 5, the 6, or the 7, this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with the relationship between the Venus and the wampum belt. So all these people that's parading around that keep regurgitating nonsense and dogma, they keep telling you that the Indians is what you need to claim to be for your freedom because the Indians had treaties. Let me tell y'all something. All the so-called people that claim to be a $5 Indian or Indian, the hybrid pale skin Europeans, they also claim to be $5 Indians. Why do you think they sent the black Indians on the Trail of Tears? What you think they sent them on the Trail of Tears for? Because Indian is not a nationality. It's not a part of the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. This is why they got took off their own land. This is why Martin Luther King said, I'm afraid I've led my people into a burning house, because he kept promoting civil rights. Civil rights ain't got nothing to do with United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Civil rights actually was struck down by the Supreme Court. Not once, not twice, 3 times. 3 times? Yeah, 3 times. Struck down by the Supreme Court. So now you start asking questions like, damn, wait a minute. The Civil Rights Act used to be called the Indian Rights Act. Did you know that? The Civil Rights Act used to be known as the Indian Act. Yo. Listen, they changed the name from Indian Rights Act to Civil Rights. When they changed it to civil rights, they got all of the so-called prominent black leaders who said that they were people of color, claiming then to go from Indian to saying that they are colored people. And what they have done now is, when they start to get heat on their ass, they flip the name from colored people to people of color. Shit is crazy. This is what they doing. All they keep doing when shit get hot, all they do is they change the name up. So once they change the name up, the people blindly follow because they don't realize history. This is why history and law go together. When you study in history, you got to study law. This is why I kicked it off when Fan was like, what's today's mathematics? When you study in mathematics, mathematics is universal. So you have to go back to the past to know the now so you can know the future. You understand? Because the multiverse is working simultaneously. It don't take a day off. Law does not take a day off. Everything in the universe operates off of law. These are the subjects that ain't promoted in our communities. They don't teach us the Constitution. They don't teach us how to read the Constitution. Why would people, the dark force, teach us a document known as the Constitution, the supreme law of the land? Why would they teach we the people? Why would they empower us by teaching us the document that'll strike them down? Come on, fam. And then what do? What do? They show us over and over and over. Speaking of showing you, this is what they show you. They show you right on the paper that people kill for every day. People kill for these green pieces of paper. And they don't even realize that these green pieces of paper are debt notes. This is a debt note. It's a Federal Reserve note. Get you a Henry Campbell Black's Law 4th edition law book. This is debt. Says it right here. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. Legal tender is not money. This is the thing. This is why you got to invest in books yourself so you don't send yourself off, because you're going to study it for yourself, and then you're going to learn it for yourself. That way can't nobody tell you nothing that's going to go. If they tell you something that go against it after you done read it yourself and got it inside your righteous mind, it don't matter. You can't unsee it no more. Look, let's do it in real time. Cause I get it. People might not even have this book. This book, they didn't jack the price up on this book so much. It's crazy right now. I'm talking about insane. So let's do it together. Look, let's do it together. Cause I would want somebody to show me. If they talking, I want you to show me what you talking about. Share this beam out. I want somebody to show me what they talking about. Right? So I'm gonna show you right now. Look. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. All right? public and private, right? Now keep in mind this right here. Okay? Keep in mind that right there. Keep in mind this right here. Ab Antiquo, the Moorish divine and national movement of the world. See that? Of the world. Our Moroccan Empire. Okay? They showing us on here. Exactly. So how can you pay a debt with a debt? Exactly, more. See, this is the schemes, and this is the scheme that the U.S. corporation do. But they got us distracted looking at the football, the basketball, the baseball games, the hockey games. You feel me? So look, what is money? Keep in mind, these ain't my words. This ain't my book. This is Black's Law Dictionary. This is modern and ancient definitions. So you can't get out of it. What is money though? You think this money, huh? We all been lied to, G, on every level. We've been told that this money, you should kill for this. You should steal for this. You should work, burn yourself out for this, right? This ain't nothing but debt. Let me show you. Money. In usual and ordinary acceptation, it means gold, silver, or paper money used as circulating medium of exchange and does not embrace notes, bonds, evidences of debt, or other personal or real estate. Now you might say, hold on, Kush. Hold up. It said paper money. Hold on. You capping. It say paper money. This is why you got to keep reading down. You got to keep going down in the definition. Don't stop at the top of the definition. Go down a little bit further. All right. Look at this. What does it say? In its strict technical sense, quote unquote, money means coined metal, usually gold or silver, upon which the government stamp has been impressed to indicate its value. In its more popular sense, quote unquote, money means any currency, tokens, banknotes, or other circulating medium in general use as the representative of a value, Question. Does this right here, does it have a government stamp? Do you see a government stamp on this? Remember, these ain't my words. It ain't no government stamp on here. Impress mean like a coin. Coins get stamped. That lets you know that it's money. Now think about this. Think about how much energy and time that people and emotion people get and arguments that people have chasing these right here. And you literally are chasing debt. This shit ain't even money. Yo. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Now that you hear this, right? Question is, are you going to look it up yourself? Or you going to say, man, whatever what dude talking about. I'm still finna just do what I'm finna do. Listen, you do what you doing. All I'm showing is the facts. That's all I'm giving you. So you take it and do whatever you want to do. That's your right to self-determination. That's on you. That's your journey. All I'm showing you is the evidence. How much time, energy, how much emotion that people chase these green pieces of paper only to realize that you never been paid. We never been paid in our life. Yo. If you don't have coins, gold and silver coin, this is why you need to start getting your coin game up. Start getting your silver game up. Start getting your gold game up, fam. Because that's money. When you say money, that's it. If it's not gold or silver coins, you ain't got no money. Everything, these little things are circulating right here. All this is debt notes. This is something to give to people so they can kill each other about. So they can put people on pedestals and look at people as, nah, you ain't got it. You ain't got as much debt that I got. Ain't it crazy? People bragging have been trained to brag about debt that they think is money. Wow. Really, you just got more debt than somebody else. When the shit hit the fan, Get you some gold, get you some silver. I don't know if y'all realize it or not. Y'all watch world news or not. Do you know that they dumping these? Like, people starting to really get rid of these. They in Venezuela and places like that in South America, they using stuff like this to make like baskets. Look it up. They making baskets. They making like little trinkets and stuff like that. They weaving paper just to sell that, just to make some actual gold or silver. It's really happening right now, fam. But they got people distracted though. You looking at the Hollywood cases. You looking at that, but you getting too pulled up in that. You looking at what movie finna come out. You looking at what sports games is on. That's cool, but you ain't got no balance in reality though. You just locked in on entertainment. Entertainment. You just locked in entertainment, G. Whole time though, when you talking about, well, what can we do right now? First thing you could do is you could download this right here. You could download this for free tonight. Read it. United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Ain't you indigenous? Huh? You indigenous, right? You say that you melanated, right? So that means that you indigenous to the planet. All right, cool. So since you saying that you indigenous to the planet, every indigenous individual has the right to a nationality. And this is why people always fall into the black hole at, because they think that nationality don't apply to the people that live above Mexico. They think like the people that live above Mexico, they everything but someone who got a nationality. Your nationality is Moorish American. This is not nationality. The reason why it's Moorish, I get this question a lot. Kush, why is it Moorish American? Why do we say Moorish American? Why we don't just say American? You know why? You know why we just don't say American? Said the Prophet Noble Duality. Because we are descendants of Morocco and born in America. The people that are falsely claiming to be Americans are the pale-skinned Albions. To make a distinction in law, you have to name not only the land, but you have to have a nationality to back up that claim. So the pale-skinned Albions, they out here saying that they're Americans. Falsely, though, they're committing identity theft. They're really European descendants. Look up the word European. Let me just show you. When you look this word European up, then you start connecting the dots. European, adjective, of or having to do with Europe or its people. Native or inhabitant of Europe. Number 2, person of European descent. Oh, bust your bubble. Bing bong. Bust your bubble. So once they're born a European, their bloodline is connected to European descent. They can't be from European descent, move to America, then say, oh, I'm American now. What? Yeah. And this is what they've been doing. The game is over now. See, the game is over. And all praise due to Allah for sending the Prophet Noble Duality, because we needed him the most. Our people over here above Mexico keep misidentifying as black, people of color, Hebrew Israelites. You keep identifying as African American. You keep misidentifying as Native Americans and Indians, and you keep saying that you're melanated. None of those connect you to this document right here. None of them. This is why every so-called Indian treaty was broken. The longest treaty that's still standing right now is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. That's a Moorish treaty. The Treaty of Tripoli. That's a Moorish treaty. And you might say, well, what does that mean? Look, You might say, well, what does that mean to say that I'm Moorish American? What is that going to do for us? Look, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Look, everybody knows. Tierra de los Moros. Everybody knows that y'all Moors over here, except you. You keep thinking that you something else. You keep believing that you don't have to have a nationality. And that's the problem for the people that live above Mexico. Because everybody else in the world, matter of fact, everybody else that lives in the Americas, everybody else, whether you're a flat earther or you're a round earther, you're on land. Cherokee is not a nationality. So when they say, I'm Cherokee, I'm Creek Indian, I'm Blackfoot, none of those are nationalities. None of them. And you got to stop calling these Albions white people. Then you say, well, they won't listen to me. Who is they? What are you talking about? They won't listen to you. This is a continent. North America, Central America, South America, and all these islands right here, they're a continent, fam. North and South. It's a continent. It's two continents. You understand? It's one land. It's one landmass. It's two continents. All these right here are countries down here. These are countries over here. But somehow, as soon as it get above Mexico, it get funny style. It switch up and transform into states and zip codes. See that? This is what happens. But see, the indoctrination is so thick in our community for generations. You tell the average person this information, they're going to shut down. They're not going to listen to you. Cool. So for the people that shut down and don't listen to you, keep that energy moving then. Don't waste your energy, your time, your frequency, your vibration on people who do not appreciate the knowledge that you dropping on them. Just move around. Don't waste your time arguing, giving them your energy for what? They ain't listening. Move around. That's all. When they choose to get it, if they choose to get it, then they gonna get it. It's not your duty to make somebody get it, though. I know, because we real loving people at times. We could be super loving, or we could be super hateful. But for the people that you do love and they choose not to get the information, don't stress yourself out trying to make them get the information because you got love for them. It just might not be their time to receive the information. You know what I'm saying? It's not their time. So let me ask y'all a question. Have you ever heard of a European American? Have you ever heard that before? Have you ever heard that term before, that expression? Have you ever heard of an African Australian? Have you ever heard that before? Sound crazy, right? Have you ever heard of the United States of Africa? Have you ever heard that before in your life? Yeah. Have you ever heard of a European African in your life? So how could you be up here calling yourself African American or an Indian? None of those names, or Pan-African, none of those names match the land that you live on. And all you know is this land. You ain't seeing the lies told to you yet? They make trillions of notes per year, annually, from people's ignorance. Do you realize that? But they don't call hybrid Europeans, they don't call them European Americans. What's a European American? Right. An Afro-Asian. What's that? What's an African Asian? It's only the people that they misname these crazy nicknames and slave brands, the people that live above Mexico. The people that live above Mexico ain't caught on yet. They catching on now because everything is crumbling around the planet. And they being forced into nationality now. The people that actually think about their thinking, they starting to realize the game is rigged. And in order to get out of the game, you're going to have to declare nationality. That's the only way out. You keep listening to these people tell you, it don't matter what you identify as. You could say you're melanated. You could say you're an Indian. You could say that you're a person of color. It don't matter what you say you are. You're a human being. Yeah, answer me this then, genius. How come every other human being on the planet has a nationality, but the people who live above Mexico, they don't? Everybody on the planet, on this planet, whether you're a flat earther or a round earther, they identify with the land they live on. If they Asian from the continent of Asia, they Chinese. What they Japanese. Like what ain't you putting together? How you over here calling yourself, or they Russian? Do you know that Europe actually is in the land of Asia? Fam, there really is no Europe. You realize that, right? There really is no Europe, fam. All of this right here is Asia. All of this is Asia. So when you say the Middle East, they over there talking about, we're fighting for the Middle East. Look, you say that you fighting for the Middle East. Let me show you something. This is Asia. This is Asia, right? Asia runs all the way down here. This is Asia. So what Middle East are you talking about? All this is Asia. There is no Middle East. It's cap. The game has been rigged with misinformation and disinformation. It's all been cap to keep people ignorant to what's really going on in the world. It's not about money. It's about control, power, enslavement, human trafficking. That's what it's about. It's not about money. See, our people been brainwashed and conditioned by sellouts within our own people. That's the ugly of the ugly. Our people don't want to accept that you've been lied to about literally everything on the planet, as far as anything and everything you've been lied to. And that's like a hard pill for people to swallow and accept. Like, damn, I've been lied to about everything? Everything, fam. Everything. Let me ask y'all something. Right? Look at this. If they could lie to us, they lie to us on the news all the time, right? So what do you think history will be like? What do you think history is if they lying right now about everything? What else they lying about? What else have they lied about? If they lying about everything right now, imagine what the history books is. Fam, we talking about lies that have been told for centuries, generations. Just let that just marinate in your head. How many lies, how much indoctrination, how much dogma people today walking around with. And they thinking they educated. They thinking they're a college graduate. They thinking, oh, I'm making all these green pieces of paper. I'm straight. Like, what you talking about? You ask, when do I think things are going to change? Things are going to change when people want to change themselves. People are stuck in entertainment. People are stuck in dogma. People are stuck in a belief system that they cannot back up. They stuck as prisoners in their own mind. That's Maya. That's dogma. If you can't back up a claim that you put out, your own mouth, like you say that you Indian, then I ask you, where's India? And then you say, well, India, it's over there. It's over there. Think about what you just said. You said you was Indian, and India is in Asia. You from America. So why are you saying that you from a place that you ain't never even been to? Yeah. And then standing on it like you know what you talking about. Or you say that you say that you Pan-African. This is the hilarious part with this shit. You say that you Pan-African, but upon examination, where is Pan-Africa located on the planet? What's the national language of Pan-Africa? What language do you speak? What's your native tongue? What's your native tongue? Because I can show you all through history from the hieroglyphics that every language is a rendition or a remake of a Phoenician, Moabite, Canaanite, Chaldean, Assyric, Semitic language connection to the hieroglyphics. If your language does not connect back to that, the meta nature and all that's Hamitic and Semitic script. What you think? Like everything operates off of law, fam. So if you making claims and you can't prove nothing that you talking about, you need to mute yourself because you embarrassing yourself, G. And if somebody was to really like start asking you questions, you would look crazy out here. You would look straight crazy if somebody was like, all right, you speaking English and you say English, shout out to Boston. You say that English is a language of spells. Every language could be a language of spells. Pick up the book by C.M. Bay, Volume 1 and Volume 2, Clock of Destiny. It'll tell you English is the language of cultured Moors. So Arabs, when you say Arabs means noble. The word Arab is not a people. Arab is a title. When you say an Arab, that's a nobleman. We're not gentlemen. We noblemen. Gentlemen are for the Gentiles. That's the Albion people. That's the Paleolithic man and Paleolithic woman. That gentleman, that don't got nothing to do with us. History and law go together, Moors. It's wild out here, though. This is why nationality is the order
friend,
of the
hey,
day.
what up, y'all? Okay, it's almost Christmas time.
This is why nationality is the order of the day. Nationality is the order of the day. Let's go right here. Let me show y'all something. But what they want to do. What they want to do, though, look. What they want to do. Let me show y'all this. Hold up, where we at? This what they want us to do. Okay. This is what they want us to do. They want us to stay in the web. What's the web? What's the web? Man, that thing just disappeared. Oh, here you go. You see this? All right. Look at this real quick. This right here, right? If you look close, hold up. Let me do it this way. If you look close, there's webbing in here. Have you ever looked at that? All this right here is webbing. It's a spider web. See that? It's a spider web in there. There's all kind of stuff that's in here. That's webbing. Look like a spider web, right? But don't forget, this is the Moorish seal. They disconnected the capstone from the rest of the pyramid right in people's face because this is a representation of the hybrid Europeans denationalizing the Moors. See, they have to show you what's going on. This is how the game works. If they show you what's going on, then they don't get the karma. But in reality, we are the founders of civilization. So you have to connect your capstone, which is your nationality and your birthright, your creed, back to your pyramid. And you would do it with knowledge of self. If you look in this shadowy area right here, like I kicked this off with the 5%ers when they talking about what's today's mathematics. The number 7 is right here. Look in the dark. Look in the dark area right here. See that? You will see a number. See a number. See it? That's the number 7. That's the number 7. You see it? You see the connection? That's the number 7. Look. That's the number 7. The 5%ers, a lot of them, they ain't even being taught. The real thing is Islam. They not being taught this. The Nation of Islam, they not going to teach you this. They going to keep you with an X on at the end of your name. X means unknown in mathematics. But Farrakhan got a last name. Muhammad Ali had a title. Elijah Muhammad had a title. He used to be Elijah Poole Bey. He used to be this. He used to say he was a Bey. Bey are enforcers of law. Obey the law. That's a Bey. Executive branch of government. Governors, also sheriffs. Sheriffs, sheiks, shakams, sagamores, chief, Powhatan, and lord. That's what Bey means. You didn't know that. You didn't know that guy. Hold up. Wait a minute. You didn't know that guy. Hold up. Wait. You didn't know that guy. Where's that guy? Where's that guy? Hold up. Where's that guy? You didn't know that this guy? You didn't know that this guy? You didn't know that he sold out? You didn't know that he's the one that is responsible or was responsible for the banning and the forbidding of the wearing of the Moorish fez inside of all the Muslim temples? This guy, he's the reason why they banned the wearing of the Moorish fez in the Muslim temples. This guy. Don't take my word on it. Look it up yourself. 1936. He banned the wearing of the fez inside of the Muslim temples. This guy right here, who used to be Elijah Poole Bey. Oh, they never gonna tell you. They never gonna show you this picture. They never gonna tell you that information, though. You ask any of these Muslims that you see walking around here. Hey, why did Elijah Muhammad, why did he ban the wearing of the Moorish fez in 1936? Why did he do that? And why did he change his name from Elijah Poole Bey to Elijah Muhammad? Why he do that? After Noble Drew Ali was assassinated. Why did he do that? I just showed you what Bey is. There's Al, Masters of Mathematics, Geometry, Psychology, and Science. There's Day, Masters of Astrology, Cosmology, etc. May also be used to signify a governor. There's L, usually given to women, creators of law, legislative branch of government, Congress, the 7 Eloah, or Elohim, the creative planetary forces having an effect on the earth. Sunday, Domingo, Moon, Monday, Lunes, Mars, Tuesday, Martes, Mercury, Wednesday, Marcoles, Jupiter, Thursday, Jueves, Venus, Friday, Viernes, 7, Saturday, Sabado. These, and then you have Ali, the exalted, an earned title. It is not self-assigned, nor is it given at birth. It is given for supreme courage, omnipotence, and accomplishment. These are the 5 titles that reconnect us back to the ancient world. These are the titles. So when they say, oh, well, the 5 civilized tribes, this is what they're really talking about. These are the ancient connectors back to you claiming your land. If you don't have one of these titles at the end of your name, anchoring yourself down to the land and to universal law, then you playing a game. You playing games. If you out here talking about, I got my tribal name, you playing games. Because your tribal name, all them tribal treaties from Indians got broken. Only treaty that ain't get broken is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, the Treaty of Tripoli. And that was created by the Moors that knew about their birthright, knew about their nationality, and they stood on business. So the 5 titles of nobility are Ali, Al, Bey, Day, and El. All you got to do is check the congressional records, House Joint Resolution 75. That's all you got to do. Check the records. Check the records, fam. Check the records. Then you say El, Bey, Ali, Al, and Day. You looking at love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You looking at the 5 universal principles of Moor science. Then you looking at the wampum belt. The Hiawatha wampum belt. That's the Mohawk, Anawita, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Seneca. This is what it is. It's nothing other than this. So the Iroquois, they responsible for helping father Europeans in forming the First Continental Congress, as well as drafting the American Constitution. Drafting the American Constitution. So y'all thinking that I don't need to connect myself back with nothing Moorish. Well, then if you don't need to connect yourself back with nothing Moorish, then answer me this. Why did this guy right here that said he was a Muslim, why did he change his name from Bey, which means governor? Why did he change his name to Muhammad? And then why did he ban the wearing of the fez, the Moorish fez, inside the Muslim temples after Noble Drew Ali was out of the way? Why he do that for? Infiltration. Ding, 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 ding. So anybody out here talking about it ain't no connection between these guys, why would he have a Moorish fez on? Answer that. And why do the so-called Indians, why they drip got fezzes on? Why they got turbans on? Oh, that's Moorish drip. Look, I don't have time to waste time with y'all, man. I ain't got time to waste time with y'all. I'm just showing you what it is. This is just what it is. The 5%ers, they studying more science, but they think it's a disconnection between this and what they studying. Whole time you studying the same thing, they just getting bits and pieces. They getting spoon-fed. We getting full plates over here. We getting giant feast over here. We getting philosophy. We getting geography. We getting mathematics. This is what we getting. We getting the 7 liberal arts over here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about over here. We talking about know thyself. You know why a lot of people can't keep a healthy relationship? It's because a lot of people don't know theyself. If you knew yourself, you wouldn't even be around nobody who ain't vibrating on the same frequency, energy, and vibration you is to begin with. You wouldn't even have them. These people that you trying to be like a builder with them. You trying to build them up, fam. If they not interested in knowing themselves, why are you wasting your time, energy, and effort into helping them reach their full potential if they don't want to? That part. If they want to, and they need you to help them a little bit, that's what's up. You should help them a little bit if they want to. If you see that they giving out effort and they just need some guidance, that's what's up. You should help them. That's something to do. Because they actually want to do it for themselves. But if they don't want to do it, they're unwilling to learn themselves, they dead weight. You got to drop their ass off or suffer the consequences. Suffer the consequences. We talking about logic, rhetoric, grammar, music, geometry, arithmetic, and astronomy. This is what we talking about. Oh, that's Moorish. This ain't come from no pale-skinned European. You say, is it true Chicago was the motherland for the Moors? No, Chicago is the Mecca. Everything coming out of Chicago because Chicago is the Mecca. This is why Noble Drew Ali came to Chicago and said that Chicago is the new Mecca. That's why everything come out of the Mecca. This is why the slang then went all across the world. Like when I see people talking now, like online or whatever else, oh, that's Chicago talk. On my mama, on God, on gang, on phone them. Oh, that's Chicago. On bro them. Oh, that's Chicago. All that. Folks and all that. Oh, that's Chicago. That's how we talk out here. But I see that drilled and went so crazy around the world, it got everybody on Chicago wave right now. But it's crazy whole time because people in Chicago, we so in it, we don't realize that the wave that hit the planet, G. I'm talking about like a meteorite. Like niggas be talking about saying goofy and all, right. Niggas be talking about saying, when they say goofy and all that shit, we been talking like that. Oh, that's old shit that's here. Fam, this is why they don't want to see Chicago turn like that. They don't want to see the rack turn like together though. They want to see us clashing. They want to see us into it with each other. They don't want to see us building and working with each other. This because the energy hit different, fam. This shit different here. So if they keep us on that shit where we at each other head on some just, man, look, whatever, move around type shit. If they see us on that type shit, that's where they want us to be. That's where they want us because they know that the energy is here so crazy. That's why Noble Duality came back here. Energy different here, fam. It's different here. Shit different here. But we got to realize that, like, if you from the rack, you got to realize that the energy shit here is here. It's different here, fam. It's different, G. It's different. Everybody got their own energy. Wherever you from, you got your own energy. And that's what's up. Because it's all Moorish, though. But the people from the rack, though, we got to realize, fam, this shit different here, G. This shit different. Like niggas be talking about on King David, on BD and all that. That's all Chicago. All that Chicago, that's how we been talking. That's all rack shit. All that, man. All that. This is what I'm saying. The GDs and the BDs, we all run under the 6. The Black Peace Stone Nation, that's under the 5. The Latin Kings, that's under the 5. The Four Corner Hustlers, that's under the 5. Fam, the 5 and the 6, it's Moorish. It's all Moorish though. Look at this. When they say the 5 and the 6, this is what you talking about. You talking about the 5 and the 6. This is what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is what you talking about. You talking about the yang and the yin. This is what you talking about. That's this. Yeah, all that Chicago slang, G. All that shit. All that Chicago. When niggas say gang and all that's rack shit. You know what I'm saying? The 5 is here and the 6. This the Hex Alpha. This is the insignia of the Moorish nation. The 5 is the Great Pyramid of the Great Seal. This the emblem of the Moorish nation. This the 5. This the 6. We out here thinking that we different when we really talking about the same thing. If you know your lit, then you know what I'm talking about. Especially if you from the rack. You know what I'm talking about if you know your lit. If you know your lit, look. I ain't got time to waste time, Jay. I ain't got no time to waste time, fam. Look. If you know your lit, right? You BD, you GD, you a Black Peace Stone. Look. This what Chief Malik was on. What he say? This is the lit for Chief Malik. He was out here talking about Allah. This is their prayer. The stones repeated in unison with reverence. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Noble Duality. Amen. This is what was going on. So Chief Malik, he was reciting. He had all his black stones up in there. in the fort. Look. So you need a visual aid. You need a visual aid. You know what I'm saying? You need a visual aid. Cool. This is the fort. This 1980. This over here on Drexel. So when you seeing this right here, you seeing the history. So as you see, we weren't talking about none of that. We was linked up. But see, you had infiltrators though. See, you got infiltrators. Look at this nigga. You got infiltrators. See that? You got infiltrators. They everywhere, fam. They everywhere. See? It be the ones that close to you, fam. This is why you got to study. If they deeds don't line up with their words, you got to move around. You got to move the fuck around. Straight up. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Dirty Moors, what the Prophet Noble Duality said to call them. Dirty Moors, fam. 1682, the Black Laws of Virginia, quote unquote, that exempted Moors, Moroccan nationals, from slavery. This is why we say that we Moorish American nationals. We not black people. Because as a black person, you don't have rights that need to be respected. You still a modern day slave. You saying that you're a Hispanic, a Latino, an Indian. You're a modern day slave. You're still in the what they call the black codes. Look up the black codes. That's all you got to do. Look up the black codes, G. Even if we was to go into so-called Spanish, look. Moros, Moors, that's masculine. Moras, that's Moors, feminine. More, singularis. Mori, more polaris, that's Latin. Tierra de los Moros. Everybody knows Moors. But the people that live above Mexico keep thinking that this some sort of a clique or a belief system or religion. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You don't have to be a part of no religion. It's your blood birthright to claim your nationality. Islam. This is what the confusion being. Hopefully on this beam up, I'm bringing some things to light. Like I see other Moors putting the work in, bringing things to light. You ever had somebody say, have you ever in your life heard somebody say, hey, I got a dark idea? You got a dark idea. That don't sound like some shit I want to hear. But if you hear somebody say, hey, I got a bright idea is going to be something that pop out. Because if it's all dark in the room and I got a bright idea, I'm going to illuminate. You feel me? You're going to illuminate if you got a bright idea. It's shit going to pop out. So you want to have dark ideas or you want to have bright ideas? Get out of the complexion. Complexion ain't got nothing to do with it. The light and the black and no, the black and the white. White is a representation of knowledge. Black is a representation of ignorance. It's science. And according to science, black means death. Dead. Dead in law. So you want to be a part of the living or you want to be a part of the dead? You want to be in for life as a Moorish American national or you want to stay in the land of the dead? White power is actually us. We the ones supposed to be exercising law. That's what this is about. So when these pale-skinned Europeans running around here, they're using our symbol. I hear talking about white power. Hey, it's so crazy. Look, it's so crazy, G. Where's that at? I want to show. Damn, I don't even know where that shit at. I want to show y'all something real fast while I move around. Damn. I don't even know where that shit at. I want to show y'all something before I slide, though. I don't even know where that's at, though. Damn. That's crazy. Hold up. Oh, there you go. There you go. So they out here running around talking about white power, white power. Goof ass. Look at this. Look. When they say white power, this is what they talking about. See this symbol right here? The swastika. Fam, this is Moorish. This shit finna blow your mind. This is an ancient Nakal symbol, fam. This is from the Nevin tablet. This is ancient symbols of the sacred four. These symbols is a representation of Mu, Mount Meru. The cross and the swastika have the same origin. It's like them fidget spinners. Remember them fidget spinners that was popping on the scene for a little second? That's Moorish architecture. Shout out to Dykeman, Islam. All this is Moorish architecture. This shit ancient, fam. Sacred symbols of Mu. And we out here thinking like, nah, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Oh, they made something new out. Oh, that's a raw little invention. Ain't nothing that they making new under the sun. We already been here fam. We literally have been on this planet so long, we didn't forget how long we even been here. Damn. That's how long we been here. We been here so long, we forgot, G. That shit, wow. Islam, look, this is the North Star. Again, fall, summer. See that? Spring, winter. So right now, we going over here. We didn't left the spring, we didn't left the summer, going into the fall, going into the winter, going into the spring. We gonna do the same thing over and over and over and over. Just like the fidget spinner. Just like the fidget spinner. Hell yeah, it's in stone, more. This is in stone. This is, fam, if you Google this symbol right here, Google this symbol right here, the swastika, and it's on pyramids. It's on ancient temples because it generates electromagnetic energy. This is why they give it to the children so they could spin it in their hands, because it's generating energy that's electromagnetic. So when the children get a hold of it, it gives them something to do. They playing with electromagnetic ancient energy. This is Moorish energy, Moorish symbology that we don't even realize we looking at it, because again, all this stuff is hidden in plain sight. Did you get this yet? You picked this one up yet? You should pick this one up right here. Everything is hidden in plain sight, Morris. Literally everything. It's literally right in front of our faces every day. We looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is why they destroyed the Georgia Guidestones. They had them Georgia Guidestones up there for a little while. Why do you think they got destroyed? Because they had the language up there. They had that thing in different languages that was showing what was finna happen, what was they planning, and what they finna do on the Georgia Guidestones. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to ATL. Shout out to Florida. This is what they was doing. Alabama and all that. Yeah, man, this is what they was on. So, I'm finna move around, though. What time is it? Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time, boys. Hopefully, though, y'all got something off this beam out. This has been part 8. I appreciate, hey, look, real shit. I appreciate y'all tuning in, though, because I got a gang of requests to do a part 8. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. We finna kick another one off. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. Let me know what like a number 9. When I post this, let me know what a number 9. Do you want to see a number 9 on this series right here? We've been cooking though. They wanted to go deeper down the iceberg. So let me know in the comments. Leave a number 9 on there. Let me know if you want to see a number 9. We'll go further down. We'll go further down the rabbit hole, G. We'll go further down the iceberg if you really want to take it like to the bottom. We really go to the bottom if you really could take it there. We'll go to the bottom. Real shit. We'll go to the bottom if y'all want to go to the bottom. We'll take it there. Don't act like we ain't gonna take it there if you want to go there. Real shit. Let me know if y'all want to go to the bottom though. With the number 9. Let me know if y'all want to go to the bottom. Y'all want to go to the bottom? Nah, you talking about 14. Wild as hell. Hey, you never know. You never know, fam. You never know. You never know. I want to show y'all this thing about the spiders, though. The spiders. Look, remember how I showed y'all that this right here got the spider web on there? If you look in the corner, you got the spider web on there. Can you see it? The spider web. Now watch this with the spiders, though. Watch this. Shit crazy. Crazy. Watch this.
Like a real-life spider woman, she sprays strands of silk in one long, continuous flow. The threads fan out like a sail and drift on air currents blowing across the water. Every few seconds, she crimps the strands together to stop them spreading too widely. The breeze will do the rest, blowing the threads into a single line and a 25-meter bridge. Now she must reinforce her bridge because her web will hang from it. But there's something bouncing the line at the other end. Another Darwin spider is trying to take advantage of her hard work. She must deal with the intruder head on. The cut line is an inconvenience, but no more than that. With hooks on the tips of each leg, she gathers in the thread. It won't go to waste, as she'll eat it later.
Spiders. With them spiders.
When it's all reeled in, she sprays again. Out streams another 25-meter bridging line.
25 meters.
How a spider no bigger than a thumbnail can produce so much silk so quickly has baffled scientists. And it's no ordinary silk. It's the toughest natural fiber on the planet, tougher than steel.
Tougher than steel? Damn.
And it needs to be tough to span the wide river.
How you spray something that cross the river?
With the bridge taut and the ground anchor in place, it's time to construct her trap.
This is what the U.S. corporation be doing. Laying traps. Look at this shit. Shit crazy. Study nature.
These spiders can build the world's largest orb webs, up to 2 meters wide. A few hours from the first spray of bridging line, the job is done.
Look at that. Now look though. Hold up. Look, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Look at this. This is what the U.S. corporation be doing. See? The U.S. corporation be getting people to chase these around to get pulled into the spider web. See that? So you get pulled into the spider web. Now all you doing is chasing these around. You thinking that this money Whole time, this Federal Reserve note. This is debt notes. This is the real thing you need to be going to. But you so busy chasing these debt notes thinking that it's salvation, you running away from salvation. And what do it say right here? In the 33 strategies of war. I'm going to leave y'all with this. What do it say? It say the spider's web. Most animals attack along a straight line. The spider weaves a web, adapted to its location, and spun in a pattern, whether simple or complex. Once the web is woven, the work is done. The spider has no need to hunt. It simply waits for the next fool to fall into the web's barely visible strands. Damn. Yo, all they do is get people to fall into the web. They give you the trap. They get you chasing these. They get people to chase these around and don't even realize they going further into the trap. You thinking, I'm about to get free. Nah. You just going into the spider's web. You compromising your integrity. You compromising your dignity. You compromising your principles because you thinking you chasing these around to get up on something, to get that new car, that truck, that house, that yacht. To get them chicks, you think you need to get these right here, right? Wrong. You need to stop chasing these right here because these ain't nothing but the spider's web, G. They wait on the next fool to pick them up because they barely visible to the eye. You know what I'm saying? It's barely visible to the eye. That's why it's hidden in plain sight. Bing bong. Start going here. Start going here to this divine and national movement. This is ancient. Why you think it's on here and not a teepee? There ain't no damn Indian teepee on here, but you claiming to be an Indian. Why is it a Moorish pyramid on here and not a Indian teepee on here? Answer that. Answer that. Answer that. Answer that. Yeah. I'm going to catch y'all more in the next one, dog. Oh, yeah. Let me run it up on y'all real quick on these books real quick. Let me run it up real fast. Because the last time they had said they ain't really get a chance to see. They ain't really see the books that quick. So let me run it up for y'all real fast. Though. Hey, if y'all do want to do a part 9, though, fam, I already got something loaded up in the chamber right now. It's already loaded up. So if you want to, if you want to pull up for, a part 9, it's nothing. It's nothing, G. It's nothing. I already got some shit loaded up in the chamber. I already got loaded in the chamber already, really. Yeah, it's loaded already. Let me show y'all these books real fast. Hold up. It's already loaded, locked and loaded.
Old
Locked and loaded.
Wash with 24/7 moisturization.
Hold on, let's go. Let me show. They really trying to play commercials in here. So let me show y'all these books when we move around though. Alright? Let's go. Let's go. Hold up. Turn me up. Yeah. Turn me up though. Let's go. Get this right here. Declaration Rights of Indigenous Peoples. You could download this right now for free. Straight up. For the free though. Let's go. Ooh. You said you indigenous. Well then why you ain't got this document then? Why you ain't declared no nationality yet? You said you indigenous, right? Don't talk about you being indigenous if you ain't talking about this. You ain't talking about this. You ain't talking about nothing. On my soul. You ain't talking about this. You ain't talking about nothing. Huh? You ain't talking about this. You ain't talking about nothing. In that order. You ain't talking about this. Being Moorish American land. You ain't talking about nothing. On everything. Yeah. Yeah. We own that. We own that. Yeah, we own that. Yeah. We own that. Peace and love to all the Moors, man. Yes, sir. All the Muslims. All the Asiatics. Yeah. This what I'm talking about. This what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna catch y'all Moors maybe on the next one though. Each one teach one, ourself law and master. Let me know where y'all tuning in from when I post this beam out. When I post this up, let me see where y'all tuning in from. Alright? Much love, much respect, all y'all critical thinkers that's out there. Let me know if you want a part 9. If you do, it's lit. Peace, Moors.